Oh, come, Sergeant.
You should be ashamed. Calling yourself a community that cares.
Oh, but we do care, Nicholas.
It's all about the greater good.
The greater good.
How can this be for the greater good?
The greater good.
How can this be for the greater good?
The greater good.
Shut it!
Do you know why the gods demand blood?
I don't know.
Because gods don't bleed. It's time to take the future into my own hands. And the city will be cleansed, even if I have to do it myself.
How?
There are dark magics here. And power. And my. It's not called the Age of the Jaguar for nothing. This will be a delightful way to bid the false gods goodbye.
Adios, muchacho.
Unfortunately, though, I've met no one who is strong enough to actually heed that warning. All creatures need to obey. No one can survive without trusting someone they feel is better, more worthy than themselves. To avoid that responsibility, those who are worthy look even higher, searching for more superior beings. And those superiors do the same, looking for even stronger individuals they can believe in. That is how all kings are created. It is also how gods are born.
Oh, come, Sergeant.
You should be ashamed. Calling yourself a community that cares.
Oh, but we do care, Nicholas.
It's all about the greater good.
The greater good.
How can this be for the greater good?
The greater good.
How can this be for the greater good?
The greater good.
Shut it!
Take one step on that rope and I'll cut it.
What is communitarianism? Broadly construed, communitarianism refers to a social and political philosophy which puts emphasis on the importance of community in the functioning of political life, as well as in the analysis and evaluation of political institutions and in understanding human well-being and identity. In particular, communitarianism emphasizes the dynamic connection between persons and the community. This explains why at the core of the doctrine of communitarianism is belief that a person's social identity and personality are largely shaped and influenced by community relations. It is important to note that although a family is a community in itself, communitarianism, viewed in a wider and philosophical sense, is a collection of interactions among a community of people in a given place, or among a community who share an interest or who share a history. In this way, communitarianism usually opposes extreme individualism and rejects extreme laissez-faire policies that deprioritize the stability of the overall community. Historically speaking, communitarianism emerged in the 1980s as a critique of two prominent philosophical schools, namely, contemporary liberalism, which seeks to protect and enhance personal autonomy and individual rights in part through the activity of government, and libertarianism, a form of liberalism that aims to protect individual rights, especially the rights to liberty and property, through strict limits on governmental power. However, the term communitarianism was coined in 1841 by John Goodwin Barmby, a leader of the British Chartist movement, who used it in referring to utopian socialists and other idealists who experimented with communal styles of life. But then again, it was not until the 1980s that the term communitarianism gained currency through association with the work of a small group of political philosophers. Their application of the label communitarian was controversial, even among communitarians, because, in the West, the term evokes associations with the ideologies of socialism and collectivism. So, public leaders, and some of the academics who champion this school of thought, usually avoid the term communitarian, while still advocating and advancing the ideas of communitarianism.
Edgar, what on earth was that?
Sugar.
I've never seen sugar do that.
Give me sugar. In water. More. More.
You got me now. You got me now. You got me now. Oh, you figured me out. You fucking nincomb fucking poop. You figured me out. You got me red-handed. You got me red-handed.
Let's watch.
I am completely and utterly baffled at the fact that me being a mental health professional and telling y'all to be is like just so like groundbreaking. No one has ever affirmed that you can go bust that shit wide open and still be an okay person. Nobody affirmed for you that you can be the biggest that you want and still be okay. No one ever affirmed for you that you can bust it wide, bust it wide, bust it wide. For a little bit of strange change if you wanted to, because that's your prerogative. No one ever affirmed for you that you don't gotta.
Did she say for a little bit of strange change? Like, nah, baby girl, it's not just that you telling young women to be sluts, but you also making it okay for them to slut for some money? Oh, what type of therapy is this? This is A1. Oh my God, you should write your own book. You are so good.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we live in our dream.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent, like me? I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real alone. There's no one, just me only, sitting on my little throne. I work very hard and make up great plans, but nobody listens, no one understands. Seems like no one takes me seriously. And so, I'm lonely, a bit of lonely. Poor little me. There's nobody I can relate to. feel like a bird in a cage. It's kinda silly, but not really, because it's filling my body with rage. I'm the smartest, most clever, most physically fit, but nobody else seems to realize it. When I change the world, maybe they'll notice me. And until then, I'll just be lonely. Yeah, riddle lonely. Poor riddle me. I so lonely.
But you can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
Do you feel in charge?
I've paid you a small fortune.
This gives you power over me?
What is this?
Your money and infrastructure have been important. Till now.
What are you?
I'm Gotham's reckoning.
And Nero fiddled while Rome burned.
She was 12 years old. What kind of man? Who takes a child's mother from them? I'm screwing her, you know. Your daughter. Every chance I get. The things I could tell you about the way she tastes. She's quite a girl. Talented.
You're funny. You're a funny, funny man.
I am?
Or should I say boy? You're a boy. You've been coddled and cared for, pampered and hugged. For you, it's always summertime and the living is easy. Daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. You're a grand. You got money in your blood. You are a boy. I'm a man. I have worked for every single thing I have ever received. I have fought and scraped and bled for every inch of ground I walk on. I was the first in my family to go to college. My daughter went to boarding school with the children of kings. I made that happen. You cried yourself to sleep because Daddy hurt your feelings, because Papa banged his secretary, because it hurt to have so much money. You spoiled, entitled, ungrateful little brat. You have everything handed to you on a silver platter, and you squander it. You're given the world, and you can appreciate it because you haven't had to work for anything.
I know what you are. And I know what you are not. And you are not gods.
Now everyone will know the truth of your divinity.
I got your country in my pocket, motherfucker! You know my CEO Masonic steez cheese. Only little people pay all these taxes and fees. Since you were born, we controlled what you watch and you read. And pretty soon we're gonna own the fucking air that you breathe. I take what I want, fucker, I don't have to say please. I convince you that it's good for you. Take it and leave. You think presidents are the face of a nation? I put them all where they are. End of the conversation.